We're back with another one. This is what I feel like screaming in my comments. We're back with another one. The greatest YouTuber of all time. Just waking up, rubbing the crusties out of his eyes. We're back with another one. Oh, and today, folks, we're actually talking about the inevitable. I seen an interesting video, and I have to agree with this. It's kind of a continuation of my video yesterday when I was talking about, someone like having to do something about this, of like someone's gonna have to spend like a couple hundred bands. Not even that really, but someone's gonna have to, like if you're a collector, you're gonna probably have to put your foot down. But like for example, Surging Sparks. It is currently a $250-ish box, 240, somewhere in that range, basically, 240, 250, and I bought one myself, but after looking at it, Surgeon Sparks boxes really are gorgeous in person. Like, they're like out of all the boxes I own, I'd probably say that's my favorite looking box I've owned. Maybe next to Chilling Reign and Ancient Origins or Evolving Skies, like probably in that range. But it's going to be a point where someone has to kind of take a stand on these, because I think Surging Sparks is going to run into like the $300 to $400 range in the next year or so. If not the $500 range per booster box. And I don't think there's going to be much stopping it. I think we've all kind of established it's probably not going to be like, Vivid Voltage was. It's actually like kind of a outlier set. Like there's more, not only is the Pikachu a better card in that set, it's also like, there's other hits besides just the Pikachu, like the Latios, a few other decent cards in there. So it's like, I feel like Surging, and it's just a beautiful box that I feel like, I don't know if a lot of you have seen it in person yet, but it is a gorgeous looking box, and man, I wish I would have bought them at 100. But even at 240, 250, I still think those are decent prices on Surging, and I don't think it's going to really come down, unless there's like a little reprint. But I'm just saying, if Surgeon gets down to $200 a box somehow, I think we all need to someone needs to pile in and just buy them all. Because I don't know. Like, I don't see prices really stopping on it. But, like, I said the same thing about Cosmic Eclipse when it was sort of at 500, like, that we all should just pile in on it, or someone should. But so Surging's one of them. Twilight Masquerade right now is like 220. I feel like both of those sets are going to be just massive. Scarlet and Violet, has already turned out to like do a lot better than any of us like have already expected. But like I feel like those two sets out of SV booster box wise, those are kind of the two boxes you want to get before they hit $300 to $400. Like honestly, at these prices, I would still probably say to get a Chilling Reign box, like to still go with age, but I will say it's like kind of to the point now where like with Surging, if you don't buy it now, it's probably going to be surging in price soon. It may not be massive, but I could see surging being a $300 box without much of a problem. But like these sets, I feel like if you're a collector and you want these later on down the road, your best bet is to probably try to buy them now. Like Lost Origin, Chilling, Rain, Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, Surging Sparks, like pretty much those 4 sets, I just don't think are going to get any cheaper from their current prices. Even Obsidian Flames, I just don't think it's going to get any cheaper at this point. Paldea Evolved isn't going to get any cheaper. See, that's the thing is Paldea Evolved is like, I think it's a $240 box too. Like, I would probably go with Surging or Twilight Masquerade over Paldea. Like, even though Paldea is a good set, and I know a lot of you love it, and I will admit I was wrong about Paldea, and I will accept that. I was wrong about a decent bit of Scarlet and Violet, but, I'll gladly accept my L's on that one. But, for the current prices, if I'm buying anything, I would definitely say take a hard pass on Paldea. Like, just because it's gotten so expensive that I would probably go with Twilight over Paldea. Just because, dude, that Greninja is actually, like, a stunning card. Like, I think you're probably going to witness that Greninja be a main level chase card. Well, I mean, it already is, but, like, I remember when that Greninja was, like, $80. It's now, like, it was, like, almost hit 400, So, like, I think it's just going to get worse. And, so I think Twilight is another one that you're not going to see sit at this 220 point for much longer. All these major boxes, though, seem to just be drying up. And, there's going to have to be a point where someone either buys a lot of them and holds them for everyone else, or does something. Because I just don't see these prices coming down, As sad as it is, as much as, I am rooting for some of this shit to get cheaper to be able to buy in. And I just don't see it coming down. So, like, those are basically the choices for right now of, like, what can you do, just to ride the storm out, and probably grab something, because I just don't see these staying cheap much longer unless the market just gets flooded with prismatic or something crazy. But I don't know, guys. Like, let me know what you think, but I just don't see these booster boxes getting any cheaper, So that's just my honest opinion. Like, that they're probably still not bad pickups at the current prices. Especially Lost Origin. I still think just Lost Origin is, like, the play of the day. But, like, Surging, if you don't have that box in your collection, that is probably one of the strongest boxes you can pick up for $240 right now. Or Twilight. Honestly, Twilight and Surging are kind of neck and neck. But, yeah, really both of them are pretty good. I should have bought a Twilight box. I seen one at my card shop for $220 and I almost bought it, but instead I bought Surging. But, what can you do? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Would you rather buy? Actually, here's a question: would you guys rather buy Twilight Masquerade at $220 or Surging Sparks at $240? Honestly, which one do you think is a better set? Like, I'm actually going with Twilight on this one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I think the Greninja is definitely a more stable card than the Pikachu, though. Even though I like the box art on Surging Sparks, I don't know. Like, yeah, when you compare the prices, Twilight seems like the better buy. Like, yeah, I still think Twilight's pretty undervalued for what it is. You know, at 220. I mean, you know, especially if you can find it for like $2. Like, yeah, Twilight's a good pickup. But yeah, I don't see that Greninja coming down anytime soon. I seen the card in person the other day for the first time, and it is just gorgeous. It's a lot, like, man, if I would have known how, like, really beautiful that card was in person, I probably would have bought more than when they were like $80, but I didn't. But what can you do? You know, like, you can't get everything right. No one can. But you know, as long as you're getting 80% of your stuff right, you're doing good. But you know, yeah. So that's just my opinions. I think Twilight is probably the best box to pick up right now. I mean, at the current prices, it's probably the best pickup. I was saying Chilling Reign at 300 because it was just cheaper. Well, it was like 300 instead of 350 now. So Chilling's kind of slipping away. But still, I still think there's room to grow on Chilling Reign. I still think there's room to grow on Lost Origin. You know, well, yeah. I would say basically the buys are Twilight and Lost Origin. If you want booster boxes, Pokemon Center ETB wise, I would go with Fusion Strike over anything. Try to get sealed cases. And that's basically it. So, that's everything we have for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we're out.